Hi guys, and welcome to another video from myself, Slim Nasty. It's the time you've all been waiting for. Yes, mods and assets for Transport Fever. I've enlisted the help of Nicholas this week. Big thank you to him. Just a quick shout out to him because he did help me a lot the other night. We sat here for hours going through all of these. We basically went through over 300 mods, nearly 370 in fact. And we've gone through and we've put them in collections. So I will put the links to these collections. We will quickly go through them. I will put the links to these collections all in the description of the video, guys. So you'll be able to go and subscribe to these. I'm going to take you through them quick. Right, we have 6 collections I've broken out to. I'm going to start with the generic one. And we're going to have a quick overview of these. I have put anything in that you can use on any style of maps, whether it be UK, Europe, American, Asian, Chinese, Russian, whatever map you want, you can use all of these mods in these within reason. Some of them are going to be a little bit like, hang on a minute, Slim, why have you put that in there? But it makes sense. I have got quite a few industry ones in. I'm going to take some of these out. So by the time you see this list, I've probably only got one industry mod in because I only need one. And I think it's that one that I need actually, and the others can come out. So we've got things like fences, steam reduction, smoke reduction even. We've got trains stations, no end year to bridges, Depot Zero, which is kind of a cool one, which means you can put up a bit of rail right up to the door of your depots now, which would be cool. Trucks as assets, that's the standard trucks, by the way, not modded trucks. So this is all your standard trucks that are in the game normally for Europe and America. We can now use them as assets, ploppable items. We've got BMW, we've got water towers, which I've put that one in as a generic because we didn't really have a generic one. But some of the American ones are in the American one and some of the UKs are in the UK. But you'll see us. We've got a depot, road depot. I have got another one which is better than this, which I haven't shown yet. Going to be shown today on the live stream, but it's not on Steam. I've had to get it off of transportfever.net, and it's the only mod I'm running that's not on Steam. So I do apologise. I'll put the link to that in the video as well. We've got planes. We've got traffic filters. We've got bus stations. We've got all sorts in here. We've got bridges, we've got telephone boxes, we've got cars as assets. There's so much. We've got boats. Oh, I'm out of breath already. We've got train depots. We've got quite a few of those actually. We've got a few of them. We've got sort of warehouse buildings and stuff. We've got fuel stations. We've got road stations. We've got McDonald's. We've got ploppable town buildings, which is a bit awkward to use, but it makes sense. We'll carry on. We've got brush ground texture. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. I've been using this for a while and it's good. It's not perfect, but it is good. It does add that extra little bit of scenery, if you like, to your maps. But I've got a problem with it on the map we're using for the American series. But I found a workaround. Basically, if you load up all your mods, load into the game without this one turned on, then save it, then come back out and add this mod last, it works. Otherwise, it really messes up the terrain big time. So we've kind of made a workaround to get that working. I need to email this guy to say, is there any way of fixing it properly? Because there's nothing in the map. I've been onto the map guy, it's nothing to do with the map. So I'm hoping this guy might be able to sort it. If not, there's a workaround. We've got buildings, we've got industrial assets, all sorts. We've got bigger stations, we've got curved stations, we've got international sign packages, we've got the we've got track ballast, we've got all sorts in it. It's just so much. I've put in a lot of water towers actually. I think I might have put them all in here. We've got round bus stations. We've got so much. We've got different bridges, we've got planes, we've got trucks, we've got no end year to roads, which will help me out a little bit as well. This is a good one. Track building stack. I'm going to go into this one actually. This is one I found the other night. Look at that. That's going to be like dotted around the yard. I've been using like the normal planks mod to be instead of that, but these make more sense. They're going to be cool. We've got a new building there as well. We've got some Chinese mods in the way of like track to sort of power station to track power supply stations. which are okay. They're not perfect because they're meant for the narrower gauges, but they kind of work. So we're going to go for that. We've got all sorts. There's just so much in here. This is another one. This has only been on the workshop a couple of days. This is fantastic mod. We had one like this in Train Fever. The best picture to show is this one because it actually does a truck depot alongside as part of the overall thing, which is kind of cool. I like that. I kind of feel that this is on the wrong side and that should be that side. I don't know your thoughts on that, but I kind of feel the truck depot should be on the yard side where you're handling all the cranes and stuff. It kind of feels like it's on the wrong side to me. But there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, put a comment down there if you feel that. I've obviously rated it. I've also favorited it because it's one of my favourite mods. It's no biggie that it's on the other side. We'll just go with it. We've got some more rail stations in. I've even put the Eiffel Tower, which I'm going to use on the YouTube series. We've got, look at this, persons as assets. This is kind of cool. This one as well. It's kind of hard to explain what this is, but effectively you can sort of make those sort of areas where the track looks like it's inset into a road and a load of other stuff. That's got quite a lot in there actually. It does come up with a warning saying, oh, this might break your save. It seems to work. I've not had a problem with it. So that's the generic mods. Let's quickly go through the others. UK assets. There's not a lot of UK assets. We're supporting Killer Cans here because he's doing work on the 37. He's done a bit of recent work on the 47 and he's just brought out the 101. He is working on another project. We're yet to see. We'll have to say. Why does that have to have Virgin on it? Seriously, I hate Virgin. Everybody knows I hate Virgin. Unfortunately, I've gone for the Logo pack for like all the other ones, but the first one it comes to is Virgin. No, put ScotRail on, put Northern Rail on, put Ireland, put that one on. I don't care. Put any of the other ones on, but Virgin. Put that one on. That's the best one to have as your first screenshot. Really hate Virgins in there. I know it's a thing, but I don't like them. You will never see a Virgin train in my streams. I'm sorry, I'm not going to promote them. I'll slag them off as much as I like because of the bad service Virgin Media gave me. Don't like any of their companies because of it. Right, moving on. Swiftly on to the European side of things. Here we go. We've got a few. We've got some maps in here. So this map here is the current one. If I need to go back actually. This is the current YouTube one. If I go back into the UK just for a quick second. The one that I'm playing for the high detailing, or we've been using, is this one here. So the Britain and Ireland map for the high detailing streams that you've been seeing is that one. I've put kernel failures in there, and I've put another high one with no industry in there as well. We're going to come to the no industry in a bit when we get to the American stuff. Right, back into the European. Quickly through, they've got some amazing trucks. I may use these on the American series. Please shout out if you think that's wrong, but I may use them anyway because they're so freaking good. But we've got loads of European trains, trucks, buses, all sorts, carriages. We've put stacks in there. And as I say, you've got a couple of maps in there as well. So we've got a North Atlantic map as well. I've put in the European one because Kernel Failure has kindly put that up on the Steam Workshop for everybody, so I want to push his stuff as well. I like a lot of these. I have favorited some of these actual modders who actually create the mods because they do some good work. Let's go back out. I'm going to come to America last. Why are you going to go to America last? Because that's what we're going to be doing today live. So I'm going to go to Russia first. So some of these bits you will have seen in my YouTube series because I'm using some Russian trains in Europe because we go across to St. Petersburg, which is part of Russia. So yeah, we've got a load of trains, lots of carriages in here, lots of trains, a few trucks, like the KAMAZ. I think we've got the little somewhere. I've got the little B130 somewhere in here, but yeah, loads of trains. I'm trying to see if I can pick the little truck out. It's in here somewhere. There it is. It's called a ZIL 130, but I know that as the B130 in spin tyres. So I had to have that in here. So yeah, loads of wagons and loads of trains and buses and trucks and stuff. So lots of stuff. I haven't got a Russian map yet. So if you want to recommend one, please do. We're going to go into China stroke Asia. So these are sort of Asian, sort of China ones. There's not much up there. There is a bit more than what I've got, which I might grab later, because I started putting, well, I put this one in effectively because of the containers, because there's not a lot of container mods. So I did that to get the containers in the game. And then I added a couple more, and then I started to realise that they actually do different track sizes as well. So there is a narrow gauge track, which I haven't got. So I've kind of stopped putting the Chinese stuff in. Let me know if you want more, and I will try and sort some out. I've also put New Zealand in it. There's only a few mods, which is from this guy. Go and check out his stuff. You can click on any of these people's names and go through to theirs, and then check their Steam workshops out. Have a look at what he does. He's only got a few, but he seems to be the only one doing it, to be fair. But yeah, I do like this one, and I like the wagons. I like that Kiwi Rail. I do like that, and I also like the wagons that go up. I do like that. That looks quite good. So I've added those in if anybody wants to use them. So yeah, these will grow as time goes on. So we have done the generic, we've done the UK, we've done Europe, we've done Russia, we've done China. We're going to get onto the USA stuff that we're going to be live streaming today in high detailing. So these are my high detailing streams. This is why I've been doing these packs, to try and put like big yards in and stuff like that. I can't really show you one, but I've got some good photos, some good screenshots. I've got some 8K screenshots as well that look fabulous. But yeah, really good stuff. So this is what we're going to be using for this series onwards for the live streams on Twitch. So go and check out my twitch.com link. Come across from 12 noon UK time every Saturday. We're doing this. Now, to start with, there probably won't be massive amounts of high detailing. We'll see how we get the first week, because we need to sort of lay some basic tracks down, get some lines running. We play with no costs involved, so we turn money off and we can just do whatever we like to make it look great. So we've got lots of wagons and lots of trains in here. There is some issues with some of these trains whereby the camera's facing the wrong way. Really unfortunate. I think it's what the reason is they take the default train, they spin it around, then repaint it or remodel it slightly or whatever they do, these modders, and then produce it, and they forget, they don't swap the camera around, they don't fix the camera position because it's facing the other way, which needs fixing. So there's a few trains in there, unfortunately, that is the wrong way around. So yeah, we've got lots of trains, lots of coaches. We need, yeah, lots of wagons as well. We've got a fantastic range. This guy here, Akeem, wow, he's got some really good stuff. You know, I've pretty much grabbed virtually everything he's got, and he's got a ton of it. So yeah, go and follow it. I'll come back to this map in a minute, but this is the map we're going to be using. So we've got, again, some really great trains in here. All sorts of trains. We've got another map in there as well. We've got a couple of maps. I've put Colonel Failures North Atlantic map in here and in Europe, so you can use it in either one. So yeah, you can subscribe to individual mods as well, guys. You don't have to subscribe to all of them. So if you're playing a certain type of scenario but you want a certain train that's in here, just go and grab it out of here. Just tick it. Just hit the plus sign and it'll turn to a tick. Right, the map. This is the map we're going to be using, and this is a phenomenal map. This has got no industries on it at all. It's only got towns, and it's literally like, it's a fantastic map. I've been playing it this week to have a test on it, to throw about a few ideas between me and Nicholas, and it's friggin' huge. It is massive. It's bigger than the normal maps that I play, and it looks fantastic. It's going to be really challenging because of the difference in contours to the land. So it's going to be challenging, especially to get a big yard in, but we've got a nice corner on the map that we can place a nice yard at, and we're going to go big scale on it. As I say, it's going to take a while to get that in. I'm estimating, like the UK map that we've just done, I reckon we put about 70 hours plus into that. I reckon this map we could be looking at 200 hours. So this could be sort of a 5 or 6 month project over every Saturday. I may have to squeeze some extra streams in somewhere to do it. We may have to go to 2 streams a week to try and get it moving, because there's so much I want to do in this. I've got so many ideas and I haven't got a clue on how I'm going to do it. Right, now what can you guys do? This is how you can support the channel. You can go along and you can subscribe to any or all of these. It doesn't matter which ones. What I do, you'll see in here that you're going to say, hang on, you're not subscribed to any of your British mods, yet you're playing them. Right, what you do is I'm subscribed currently to the generic ones and the US ones, because I'm setting up a save game. So I only subscribe to them to produce a list within Transport Fever that's reduced in size, so that when I go through I can pretty much select everything I've got and say, right, I want to play with all those mods. I then save it as a generic save name. I can then load that up at any point in time and resave it as something else, so I can start new games on the map. So as long as I've got a save with a map, I can go in and I can play any of these multiple times. What I then do is I go back and I resubscribe to everything, so that I can go into any of the games, like the US, the Britain, the Russian, and I've got those particular mods installed. Now, I can get, what I do is I come in and out of these. You guys probably do it yourself. So obviously the generic ones subscribed to, China, unsubscribed. European, I've unsubscribed to these because I'm setting up the American game for the weekend. So you guys can do the same. You can subscribe to, really I've done it so you can subscribe to the generic one and then any or more than one of these. So you can subscribe to a whole one of these like I've done there, and then go and pick bits out if you want. It's entirely up to you how you want to use these. But what I want you to do, and it's down to your choice, you don't have to do this, I'd like as many people as possible to rate it, favourite it, share it out as much as possible. Get loads of people using these. Let's get these moving within the community. What I would also like from anybody who watches this video or uses these lists to go in, and if you see a mod elsewhere on the workshop, copy the URL. Simple to do. You just copy page URL to whichever mod. So if you were in that one, say for instance, we're going that one, copy that page, come back out, and you go on these lists and say, Slim, down the bottom, I think you should add this mod, and then paste the URL in there like that. And then I'll click on that, I'll see that comment, it'll come up, it'll flag up here as to you've got a new comment, and I can go in and I can say, yeah, I like that one, I'll add it. So obviously I've still got the final decision, but if there's some really good mods, why not add them in? You know, but try and add them in the right sort of areas as well, because that will help me out. Because what I don't want is like you giving me an American train in the generic mods when it needs to get in the American collection. Try and be a little bit organised. You might not know. If you don't know, say you don't know. Say you might want to put this in one of your collections as opposed to put this in your US collection. So that's it. Six collections there for you to go and play with. I'm going to certainly add to them. Nick's keep on looking for me. He's doing a fabulous job coming up with other ones and suggestions. As I say, there's only one mod that I've got that isn't on any of these lids, which is off transportfever.net. I'll put the link to that in the description of the video. If I forget, shout in the comments of the video. So that's your lot for today. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you've liked any of these, go and hit the like button on those. Rate them up. Share them out. Comment on them. Favourite them. Do what you like. You know, tell me to add more. I'll put all the links to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch and Patreon, along with all the links to all these individual collections in the description of the video. But most importantly, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you come along to the Twitch live streams, which are every Saturday from 12 noon UK time. Come along, and believe me, they do last a while, so don't panic. If you think, hang on, that's 5 AM my time or something, I'll probably still be there for quite a few hours. Normally they can go from anything, the normal length of stream I aim for is 8 hours. Sometimes I cut it short at 6, very rare, Normally, what happens is it goes on to 10 to 12 hours and I'm running till near on midnight and I'm going, I've got to go and get some food because I never stop for food. And it usually goes on a bit late. But make sure you come along because it's great fun. And we high detail some maps together. That's it for today, guys. Until the next time, it's goodbye from me for now. Bye-bye.